Howdy, this is Sean from Texas. I'm listening to podcast 124 right now, and I just listened to you talking about the commenter that was complaining that you would discuss politics stuff occasionally when what he wants to listen to is you talk about how Mormons are crazy. I'm wondering what your thoughts are on why a lot of people would make that distinction when a particularly good example here is Mitt Romney, one of the most prominent Republicans of the last 10 years, is a Mormon, and most of the religious groups that you would talk about specifically try to get their members involved in politics. Why do you think people make such a strong distinction when the very people that you're talking about don't make that distinction?
Interesting question. Here's my suspicion. Because any group that you are a member of, you view yourself as the ideal representative of that group. Even if the leadership of that group has different ideas about how it should be run than you believe that you have the right ideas. Everybody is a hero of their own stories. Everybody believes that they are correct about everything that they believe. If they thought that they were wrong about something, then they would change their mind on it. They wouldn't believe that thing anymore. So everybody believes that they are the perfect representative of the group that they're a member of. So when you come at somebody who is, for example, an atheist and also a Republican, they view the idea that the Republican Party is completely saturated with Christian extremism as absurd. They don't want to accept that premise because the Republicans that they know, sure, maybe a few of them are Christian, and maybe they're a little bit wacky, but you're a Republican and you're not a Christian extremist. So right there, you are the exception to the rule. That means the rule doesn't exist, right? That's not actually the case. The rule can still exist with exceptions, and usually that is the case. If I had been talking about how great Donald Trump was, would he have thrown such a fit over it? He doesn't care that I was talking about politics in the end. Nobody gives a shit if I talk about politics. As you said, cults and politics go hand in hand. There are a ton of political cults, like, for example, QAnon. They don't care that I talk about politics. They care that I disagree with them on politics. That's really the difference. Now, who was it? I think Laura Ingraham from Fox News was talking about Kobe Bryant. I may have both of those names wrong, but he was talking about his political opinions. And she told him to shut up and dribble. He should stay out of politics. He should do what he does best, which is play basketball and just shut his mouth. Does he really not have a right to talk about politics? I mean, is it outside of some people's purview? Are they not allowed to talk about politics? Every single person that lives in this country has a right to a political opinion. Bottom line, even if you're not allowed to vote for one reason or another, like you got a felony or something, you're not allowed to vote. It doesn't matter. You're still allowed to have political opinions, no matter who you are. People use that phrase, stay out of politics, as a way to try to shut people up if they don't agree with them. Instead of engaging in honest discussion, or instead of engaging in debate, they try to shut the debate down. They try to shut you up by telling you that your opinion on this subject is worthless and you don't have a right to say it. That's why I tend to mock people like that mercilessly. I don't tell them to shut up and stay out of politics. They have no place to tell me to do the same.